Hi there, I'm Hughes and this is my studio project. It's a meth cook simulator and the aim of the game is to sell and to make the purest meth available and slowly increasing the efficiency of your equipment and the ingredients you use to make more money. What this is a shop system, so the player buys the item they need and it gets delivered and then they place it on the shelf. The board shows the item's details such as its name, its type, a description, the amount of money it costs, the chemicals in it, and so on and so forth. Each item's information is set using a data table. In this blueprint here, it retrieves information from the data table and then sets it in the item's blueprint. Using a data table allows me to quickly edit all the items information using Excel spreadsheets, and that is then imported into Unreal and the data table reads it. This is the blueprint used to pick up the items. It uses a blueprint interface which any items that can be picked up has to implement, and when an item gets picked up it stops simulating physics and it attaches itself to the hands, the motion controllers. It also enables input which allows items that have any special features to be used with the motion controllers, only when they're getting picked up, and then it stops working when they get released again. When these particles enter the collision box of a container blueprint, it fills it up to the specified amount, and when it leaves, it reduces the fill amount. The blueprint that controls this is inside the particle blueprint itself. It detects when it overlaps any component, and it does a cast to check if the component it overlaps is part of an item container, and the specific component overlaps is a trigger volume inside of it. This print string text shows that the container knows exactly what chemicals are already inside of it and the quantity that is inside. It's very rough at the moment. I can only really keep track of one chemical, but it is I am wanting to expand it so it knows the percentages of each chemical inside of it. Here, here I am adding pills to the pestle mortar to get crushed. When it detects that it has enough pills in it, I can use the crusher and crush it up to create a new particle. This new particle will be used further down in the meth production stage. Here, the camping stove detects if anything is colliding with its trigger volume. If so, it attaches it to it and snaps it into position. When the flame is activated inside the camp stove, it sends an event trigger to the overlapping item, and in this case, it spawns the correct particle that needs to be cooked. When the new particle is created, it deletes all of the pre-existing overlapping particles within the trigger volume. This code is stored within the container blueprint. At the beginning, it checks to see whether or not the particle that has just overlapped the trigger volume is already inside of the container. If it is, it increases its value by 1. If it's not, it adds a new entry into the chemical array. This detects whether or not a certain set of particles has entered the mug. If it does, it increases the specific chemical value amount. These values are important because it helps track the right ratio of chemicals in order for the chemical reaction to happen. When there is a correct ratio of specific chemicals in the jar, the cup, it turns on the green light which indicates that a chemical reaction is happening, and it produces gas that is poisonous and floats up. I also get the cup's position and velocity and check whether or not its position has moved. If it has, it'll speed up the process of spawning new particles. When there is a correct ratio of specific chemicals in the jar, the cup, it turns on the green light, which indicates that a chemical reaction is happening, and it produces gas that is poisonous and floats up. I also get the cup's position and velocity and check whether or not its position has moved. If it has, it'll speed up the process of spawning new particles.